A man shall not boast of his keenness of mind, but keep it close to his breast. To the silent and wise does ill come seldom, when he goes as a guest to a house.
Hey everyone, this is Jeremy, and this is turn 6 of Attica's game Aries, where we are playing the Well of Urd, God of Utgard. And we have a messenger from Atlantis. Atlantis reacts to Dance Party Province. So we did send to him a message 2 turns ago about we should establish a Dance Party Province. Landward eyes to find the Norn Boogie. Sure as the sun will arise. Dance party had, together they carve, destinies of men and gods. One view, late summer year 0, likes, 0 dislikes, comments. So this is like a YouTube video. Jebediah Alardice? I don't know. Cookie Farnsworth, 1 month ago. What a great idea. Dance party province. Should be a magic site. Reply. I shall reply. Okay. But wait, there's more. We got 2 battles, Copper Canyons. Let's watch that. So this is the one right next to our capital. We've got our little horde of freaking javelinists and a little group of Garmherdings. And this is pretty easy peasy PD. So we've got the javelins come out. We get the bless. Come in from the side. These guys are actually going to get the attack rear off. Fantastic. Now, we don't really have a critical mass of these in this army, so that is something to watch out for. But looks like we made it out without too much. Lost 1 javelinist, not a big deal. And then we had our battle in Debrithia. Debrithia is that big province that we found. Fingers crossed. Let's watch it. Okay, so we had our forces positioned in 2 groups, 1 group to the north, 1 group to the east. Our commanders nestled in the back, right? And we did this because of heavy cav, right? We want our javelinists to catch the heavy cav. So they are both on fire heavy cav. This is a little dangerous. We might want to put one a little more out to the side because it looks like they... Alright, so it looks like they've gone close enough to draw the attention of the heavy cav. Ooh, we got, I think, 1. Ooh, lost 2 immediately. Not great. But we come in, smash them, and then it's just... There's not enough of a mass of crossbowmen to really destroy the javelinists. So, not too bad. Quit replay. Lost 2 javelinists on the cavalry charge. Good stuff. Oh, and we actually are seeing a battle in the Weald with Atlantis. So let's watch that. Okay. So that means last turn, because that was to the northeast of us. That means last turn when I was joking about, we're not joking about, but giving the hypothetical situation about if Atlantis was to the northeast of us and we wanted to attack Midgard, or there was a battle between Midgard and Atlantis, right? I'd be more inclined to help Atlantis. That he is actually to the northeast of us. That's funny. All right, so we'll get to see a little bit of expansion, we'll get to see his bless, looks like. What are you doing, cat? My cats are running wild. No big. So Atlantis has a bunch of these like seal hunters and then these bigger boys, the mournfuls, right? None of these are his sacred troops. These are all kind of like the lesser troops that he can get, which are still decent. Like these mournfuls, right? They have decent protections. They hit pretty hard. Good hit points. So let's check a look at the bless. We've got Reinvigoration 2, Penetration bonus 1, and HP 4. So this is... Reinvig 2 is Earth 4. Penetration bonus is going to be Astral 4. And then HP 4 is... What is that? That's Blood 4? Is that Blood 4? Or is that a Nature 4? Could it be either? I don't remember. But that's pretty tame. So he's probably mostly scales, and I would assume that's probably like on a imprisoned, immobile. Ooh, that kind of got a little dangerous. If that had been not militia that got back there, they might have actually killed his prophet. So seems like that was mostly fine though. Lost 2 seal hunters. No big deal. Oh, these guys are sacred. I didn't see that those were mixed in. So he's got these Arsartoots. Arstoots. I know that's not what it's pronounced, but still. Alright, so these guys are a little sketchier. They have this bone glaive that hits pretty hard, right? It is magical, and it does inflict additional weakness, so that's cool. Something to watch out for. We had Seath 4. The Seath Kona has foreseen a major event, and it is: the moon hangs ripe and pregnant in the sky. The fields and orchards share their bounties before the coming winter. I don't know what that is. I think that's like a growth event. And then Ferdinando's footmen have left us and will retire. So, our expansions were successful here in Copper Canyons, here in Debrithia. Oh, mwah. That's a beautiful province. I love it. Fantastic. So Gath will have received my message from last turn now about 12 and 25 being in my cap circle and me not going further east than that, as long as he does not go into 146 and further west, which is great. Oh my god, that's a fucking fantastic province. Holy shit. Jeez. Wow, that's kind of crazy how good that is. That's amazing. Okay, here's the deal. This is an awesome province. I want this. This is an awesome province. I have this. This is an awesome province. I have this. This is kind of crazy how good these 3 provinces are, and if I can get them, all 3 of them, and hold on to them, that's really freaking good for me. Like, I'm full scales. Like, this is insanely good. Gosh. Okay, let's figure out how we do this effectively, okay? So we got this group up here. I think this group can run into the Long Deads and Ghouls without any real issue. Assuming that Gath does not try to move into our cap circle, we should be good. This expansion force from Atlantis won't be able to bump with us this turn, so that's not a problem, right? There's no one else around here to bump with us. This setup should take care of Long Deads and Ghouls without any issue. If Atlantis, or how Atlantis moves, really shapes what happens here, right? So Atlantis could move into either of these, from this position. So if Atlantis moves into either of these or this, we are safe to move into Rim Mountains, more than likely. And the reason I'm pointing out Rim Mountains is because I see this scout here. So we also see, we have our scout here, right? If this scout, 1, 2, right? 2 provinces away. If this scout, I don't remember seeing this scout last turn, but I will actually check the VODs to see. If this scout is visible to us next turn, then that means he's building something here. And if he starts building a fortress here this turn, right? Then in 1, we will be here, and he'll have built for 1 turn. 2, we will be here, and he will have built for 1 turn. And 3, we can be on move forth and really fuck Midgard. Now, I'm not saying that's definitely what's going to happen, right? But that is absolutely a possibility. absolutely a possibility. So we're going to make that motion, right? We're going to move here with the anticipation of moving here and then potentially here. If that doesn't work, right, we might still have expansion options over here. I don't know if this is taken yet. I don't know. This isn't taken currently, and I don't know if Atlantis moves down here, right, we might still have the ability to take Wallachia or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to try to keep decent relations with Atlantis because I really want to focus my military might and effort down in this area, in making this area mine. Okay? Bump we want at least 1 PD. We'll do our stuff at the end of the turn, but we want at least 1 PD. Something really good here is that we can get crossbows in Debrythia. I'm assuming we can't in Dopharos. But if we take both of these, we were probably going to fort up both of these. Because they're amazing provinces. There's absolutely no reason to not fort up both of them. Here's the question, though. The question is can we actually take Dopharos on this turn? The answer is maybe. But I'm concerned, right? I have concerns. I might pull the shipwreckers. So I might try. I don't feel like anyone's trying to get the shipwreckers because they're not that great, right? But I might throw, right, like put the shipwreckers here, hire them for 150, that type of thing. And then move into, say, Ironwood Forest instead of Dopharos, right? With the intention of then using the shipwreckers, right, to be the front line against Dopharos. Because this is my original expansion army. It's not as strong as everything else that's going on, right? And that's potentially going to get me in trouble. But I need to check this. I need to see what my options are as far as... Ooh. We could get a Jotun commander. Get a Jarl. We could just get a Goad. Less resources. Less leadership, right? But right now we don't have as big of a force, right? And then we do something like this. Something like that. That's pretty good. Shoot. What do we want to do? Do we do the shipwrecker thing, right? Do we do the shipwrecker thing, or do we just go for it? Because we could move into Ironwood Forest, and that could fuck us, right? We could move down into Ironwood Forest and get shot to shit by crossbowmen, or we could get bumped. We still don't know what's over here, right? Although we have further sight. Oh, okay. Hold up. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we got. So we can see all of this now. Holy crap, how good is this? Okay, so Ulm. Ulm is right here. Okay, alright. Ulm is here. We have found a new person. Ulm is here. This is 2 within their cap. This is 3 within their cap. Alright, so this is the 3 point. Oh. He absolutely could be on this next turn. I don't see candles though. So that's good. That kind of gives the implication that he hasn't moved this direction. Right? That doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case. But oh man. All right. If I don't take the shipwreckers, what does that allow me to do? That allows me to do a pretty strong force. Because this added to this is going to be pretty tough. And we'll be able to respond with it to either head down south or to head up here, right? We still have Midgard is still here. It looks like Midgard is maybe focusing up in this area, right? Because none of this is taken. Can we identify? We haven't identified who's over here yet. Okay. I think we just go for the fight. I think this is very dicey. Right? This goes back again to that kind of concept of if we defeat the cavalry charge, we are probably good. If we do not, this might be very bad. So this last fight was like 7 cav. If we go up against 15 cav here, they might just wipe us. Like, they might just outright wipe us. But we're gonna try. I think this is very gutsy. Do I have anything? What can she cast? She can't really do much of anything yet, unfortunately. Twist Fate, Hand of Dust, Animate Skeletons, maybe. Sleep Ray, Blink, Fascination. Fascination, maybe. No, not really. I'm gonna put her back here, right? I'm gonna send in this Seathkona with this party, and here's the thing: Animate Skeleton is not going to do much, but I probably don't need that much. I just need a couple more bodies, right, to be able to withstand the cab charge and actually win this, right? And if I win Defaros, we are very much set, probably for a while. So over here, Gath went into Sleepy Wolds, right? I'm gonna assume that they are probably gonna go for Halame or for Mir, right? So we might see a bump between Atlantis and Gath. We'll see. I'm going to head up north to try to see how much Atlantis has expanded in that direction. I'm actually going to head into Robberhome. That doesn't actually give me that much. He's got 50 stealth. I'm going to move on to his cap. I normally don't like moving onto his cap, but onto enemy caps early in the game, because the chance of getting caught by the patrols is pretty high. But this is going to give me Fucking hell, that's a good fucking cap circle. God damn. That is a freaking insanely good cap circle. I have 4 in my cap circle. He has 7. God, that sucks. Alright, so we're going to move on the cap to try to get a better concept of what's going on with Midgard. We've got other scenario. We're going to move up this way. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to move down here because I want to start getting eyes on Ulm. This guy is going to move over. And I think that is mostly it. We're taking a gamble. This is definitely a big deal, right? Can this army take this? Yes. But we've got a lot of afflictions, right? This is a banged up army. Chest wounds here, limp there. Okay, he probably isn't even going to be here come the fight. This guy's got disease. This guy's crippled. He's definitely not going to be here next fucking fight. Cripple. He's going to die on the fucking march. But, right, these guys can absolutely murder the heavy cav as long as they get a good, favorable trade. And then once the heavy cav are dead, hopefully the infantries. I would put 30 infantries against 15 Jotun javelinists any day of the week. Because every time these guys swing, they're killing an infantry. Almost every time they swing, they're killing an infantry. Okay? So we're going to see how it goes. This is a dicey move. This is probably the first risk that we're actually taking in this game. But sometimes you gotta risk things. So, I'm going to do some quick adjustments on province defense, and then we are going to send out messages. So I will be right back for the messages that we sent. Alright, this is going to be the first message that we send. The waters of the well ripple with anticipation because I am very anxious. We'll see how this goes, and this is the next line of the poem. So, let's go now. I'll be right back with next messages. Alright, we are back. This is the message I'm going to send to Atlantis. Alright, hear me out on this one. What if we designate another player's capital as the dance party province, and by the end of the game, or some other time we determine, whoever has the most live scouts on that province wins. We can definitely do something else, though, or nothing at all. I'm just throwing out fun ideas. So, send this to Atlantis, and if they bite, they bite. Great. If not, whatever. I think it's a fun idea to just like try to flood someone's capital with a bunch of scouts. So I think it's enjoyable, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. All right, that'll be that message, and I think that is going to be it for the entire turn. This is a very, very big turn for us. We've already had a pretty good run of things. We are 6 provinces in turn 6. We could be 8 in turn 7. We could be 10 in turn 8. We could be 13 in turn 9. So this expansion could go very, very well for us. It's already gone very well for us just in what we have, because Land of Plenty and Debrithia are so good. If I can add Defaros to the mix, just these 3 provinces could be the entirety of what Atlantis takes, right? Or the entirety of what Gath takes, depending on how good their provinces are. Sometimes you get surrounded by a bunch of Drick Balkors and Desert of the Cliff Dwellers. Sometimes you get the Land of Plenty, Defaros, and Debrithia, right? And even Lowmark, right? Or Copper Canyons. These are still decent provinces. So fingers crossed that we actually come out of this one with this province. If this attack does not work, we will very likely be sending this next army under this Jotun Goad directly down to Defaros to try to take it. It is more important for us to try to take Defaros than it is to try to expand our influence in this direction or to have an early war with Midgard. So, that will probably be the plan. Fingers crossed. See you next time. Peace.